Wherever you go, there you will be. I'm in beautiful Ninh Bình, Vietnam right now. And as you could tell behind me, this is one of the most breathtaking views I've ever seen in person. And it's immersive. I'm on this little path with rice paddies and yeah, you can literally walk through it. But I want to touch upon that quote. Wherever you go, there you will be. What that means is you can try to do things like change your environment, visit a new country, go to a new city, and it won't solve your problems. And I think a lot of people are making this mistake, especially nowadays with travel being so mainstream. And I was like that also 12 years ago. As a young man, I went on my first backpacking trip and I felt this rush of energy and excitement. Like for the first time in my life, I knew what I really wanted. And I don't regret any of that because that trip really opened my eyes to what's possible in the world. Before then, I only knew the 9-to-5 corporate dream, but I thought at the time that the answer to all my problems would be to leave my hometown and move abroad and do the digital nomad thing. So in 2019, I did that. Almost 7 years ago, actually a little over, I left my cushy, reputable 9-to-5 job and I moved abroad. And for the first year, it was great. My mental health improved. I thought I was making a lot of progress in not only my mental state, but also things like work and business. But after a year, especially when COVID hit and I was forced to stay in one place for a long time, I noticed that my thought patterns started to go back to the same way they are at home in the States. And the only difference was the backdrop and scenery changed, and maybe also the people. And that's the thing. You can think that moving somewhere, going to a new place, traveling will solve all your problems, but it will not. The only thing that solves your mental blocks and long-term problems is the work you put into yourself. And that might sound kind of abstract, but I learned over the years that things like mental health and undoing subconscious beliefs that aren't serving you, it's like anything else. It takes work, just like going to the gym. And the best way that I learned to deal with these things is to replace them with more healthier views and healthier stories about yourself. That's easier said than done. And there's a lot of, techniques and tricks out there that I've learned over the years that I would love to share more on this channel. But for now, I think it's important to talk about this on a macro scale. Now, not all travel is useless. I think travel is good for kind of like a forced pause and a forced rewiring, even initially, even though it's temporary. Because if you're stuck in the same place with the same mental patterns and the same rhythm, it's really hard to break it. And what I do for myself now is when I go on a trip and I feel that surge of energy and I feel that variety from environments and people, then I take that, piggyback off of it, use that momentum to do more mental work on myself and apply those techniques like journaling, like affirmations, while looking at myself in the mirror, visualizing in great detail. These are just a few examples. But the point being is, it's really, really hard to do on a daily basis. But if you have that kick of energy from travel, then you can ride it to make it a habit into daily life. But I think the whole notion of traveling and expecting it to passively fix your problems is a lie. And one of the biggest lies in 2026. So I don't know who you are. I don't know if you need to hear this, if this will help you. But if you think that moving abroad will solve everything, it won't. The only thing that will change is your environment and the things around you. Because wherever you go, there you are. If this resonated with you, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. As always, see you in the next one.